How many of you, by a show of hands, this is your first class with me? Okay. How many of you, by a show of hands, this is your first class at St. Philip's College? Awesome. Welcome. So exciting. I started my St. Philip's College journey in 2000, 25 years ago, when I was a student. I just graduated from Judson High School, and I was a culinary arts major. Chopped the tip of my thumb off, and I zested my middle finger in my first year. So me and sharp objects really weren't getting along so well. The rule was when chef left the room, David put all knives down because every time he came back, I was bleeding. So I decided to take a 1 year break, and that 1 year break turned into a 3 year break that turned into a 7 year break. Finally came back in 2007. I switched my degree to hotel management, finished that degree in 2009. And then, oops, we have someone trying to come in. Hey, come on in. You're welcome. Um, Actually, do I have this in my presentation? No, I do not. Okay, cool. Some of them I do have the my academic journey. 2009, I came back and finished my started my hotel management degree. In that 7 years that I was gone, I worked for TGI Fridays as a server, and then I left TGI Fridays and went to Cheesecake Factory. I was on the opening team of the Cheesecake Factory at North Star Mall. And at 19 years old, I thought my career was done. Like, I'm at the Cheesecake Factory. Like, oh my gosh, I have nowhere else to go. I'm already at the top. Thankfully, that was not true. I had a lot more growth to do. But I learned a lot of really cool things at the Cheesecake Factory as it relates to professionalism. One of the things that some of my coworkers make fun of me today about is one time a guest asked me where the restroom was. And I said, oh, it's right over there. Anybody know what's wrong with this? Mm-hmm. What? You're just pointing. I'm pointing, right? Exactly, Deja, right? Okay. Deja has it just right. The trainer came over, she said, David, we never point. We use our whole hand. And I was like, okay, whatever. But now that is so ingrained in me that if somebody asks me where something is, 9 out of 10 times, I'm just going to use my whole hand. And what a different gesture is this than that, right? And so everything communicates in hospitality and just in life in general. I also worked for the Boy Scouts of America. I worked at Philmont Scout Ranch in New Mexico. It's a high adventure base. So I spent 4 summers working in New Mexico. And I also spent 5 or 4 years during the school year teaching fifth grade outdoor education for Houston ISD. And so during those 7 years, I didn't stop learning. I was just learning different stuff. So when I came back in 2007, I was a different learner. I was an adult. I don't know if I could, maybe I was, I don't know. I was 25 at the time. But I came in and I was ready to learn. And then after I finished at St. Philip's, I decided to go on for a bachelor's degree. And I went to A&M San Antonio, which did not exist in 2004. So had I gone through high school or through college, 2 years, 2 or 3 years, and gone right into my bachelor's program, A&M would not have been um, on my timeline, if you will. It was my last semester at A&M San Antonio. I was studying business because I was a wedding planner. And so I thought I should go and do sales and marketing. That's what I do as a business, as a job. I want to learn more about sales and marketing. How can I get more business? How can I better relate to my customers and my clients? Well, I took an HR class. HR is short for human resources, right? And what basically in human resources, we are talking about the human resource, the resource of our humans in our companies. And I fell in love with HR. And I thought HR is kind of like teaching. And the same year I graduated from A&M 2014, in May of 2014, I found out that my professor of hotel management was retiring in December of 2014. So I applied for her job, and I've been here for 11 years. In addition to that, through the mentoring of my department chair, I additionally went on and got my master's degree in hospitality management from University of North Texas. And finally, I am almost done with school forever. Okay. I am going to the Grand Canyon University, GCU, where I'm studying my doctorate of education in higher education leadership. So I've been teaching for 11 years. And my next step, my next career progression will to be maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll be president of St. Philip's College someday. I don't want to be president. Vice president, maybe. That's just enough responsibility. But my goal is to go into administration and work more at the administration level. And so all of those things, think about as we talk about professionalism through this class, all these things that we're learning, these different jobs, they come together to make your overall career. Come on in, have a seat. Do we have any extra pieces of paper? Perfect. Yeah. Thank you so much. So think about all the things that you're learning in your different jobs and in your different areas. Those will come together to help you be successful in your career, okay? So if you just come in and go ahead and fold it just like this, like a hot dog style, and then write your name real big. Just your first name is fine. All right, so professionalism. I saw this and I thought, okay, this really sums up what professionalism is. Amethyst, can you relate to this? You're smiling. Oh, it's okay. You stop smiling. Sorry. Keeping a polite smile on your face when you want to. Do you want to punch me in the throat? Is that what happened? Wait a minute. I was like, oh my gosh. Keeping a polite smile on your face when you want to punch someone in the throat. Okay. There are things in hospitality. There are times in hospitality we are working with people, not only external customers, like our external guests, like our customers. We also have internal guests. Those are our coworkers, the people that work with us, okay, within the organization. And sometimes you just want to punch someone in the throat, but we don't. Why? Because we want to be professional. We want to keep our job, okay? So oftentimes, all joking aside, oftentimes professionalism is how you behave in a specific area. So what you do in one area, one place, may be considered professional. That may be considered unprofessional in a different setting. So it's really important as you are thinking about what does it mean to be professional, think about the area that job you want and what is it going to take. When I graduated in 2009, I went to go visit a friend in Portland, Oregon. Anybody ever been to Portland, Oregon? Okay. Does anybody know where Portland, Oregon is? On the northwest side, right? Northwest corner of the United States. Portland, Oregon, back in 2009, had the most number of coffee shops per capita than any other city in the United States. Every single little coffee shop had their own way of roasting their beans. They had their own way of making their coffees. And I swear, you had to have a minimum of 3 visible tattoos to work in any coffee shop. Okay, and this is back in 2009. Okay, so this is quite a while ago. Now tattoos are a little bit more acceptable, maybe not 100% acceptable, but slightly more acceptable in hospitality and guest-facing positions. But back then, it really wasn't. Okay, and so you really have to understand what does professionalism look like for the job and the career that you want. Okay. So the best way to navigate through this class is to log into Canvas and go through the modules, okay? How many of you are not familiar with logging into Canvas? Okay, awesome. Come see me after class, okay? And I'll absolutely show you that. I can show you right now as well. When you log into Canvas, so go to St. Philip's College, log into ACES, It can be on the app, yes. When you do the app, you're going to be looking for this red logo, the canvas, and you're going to look for Alamo colleges. Okay, you're not going to look for St. Philip's College. So you look for Alamo colleges, go to Canvas. All of your classes will show up on your dashboard. So we are here 1170 002. Okay. I look a little different than my picture. This was a few years ago. I mentioned this in my previous class. I am growing my beard during my time at Grand Canyon University. So I shaved the day before my first class in June of 2023, and I'm not going to shave again until they call me doctor. When they call me and say my research is done, I'm going to shave it. I cannot wait for that day. I have about a year left. But again, it kind of goes back to the tattoos I was talking about. Facial hair really wasn't like a professional look. And this still really isn't all that professional, to be honest. But that is my goal. So if you ever come back and visit me and I have a clean shaven face, you have to call me Dr. Uminsky instead of Mr. Uminsky. Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am.
Mine shows up as 1321.
So my 1321 class starts at, it starts late. Oh, is this 1321 or 1170?
1321. Yeah. I was like, am I in the wrong class? This is 1321. I'm on like, am I in the wrong class?
Hold up. We have been talking this long?
Yes.
And you guys are just now correcting?
No.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. How many of y'all were really confused? Okay. So next time, everyone pick your right hand. Raise your right hand. Raise your right hand, everybody. Everyone's got to do it. Raise your right hand. I say your name. Promise to tell Mr. Uminsky that he screwed up in less than 10 minutes the next time. Thank you. You have permission. Be like, Mr. Uminsky, this is not professionalism. Woo! All right, let's start over. 1321.
Thank you.
Introduction to hospitality. Okay. So how many of you have 1170 with Chef Limon? Okay. Y'all were the ones that were waiting upstairs, right? Okay. You were in the right place. So I apologize. Please leave your name tents. Just put them down, so I'll collect them a little bit later, and go up there and tell her that's my fault that you were late. Okay, I apologize. Oh my gosh, it's Monday.
Great way to start school.
I have 2 sections of 1170 today. I have I have one this afternoon and then one. That's right, mine's at 11. Chef Limon's at 10. All right. All right, sorry about that. You can go out this door if you'd like. Straight and then take a left. You go up to tell her I am so sorry, that's my fault. I pulled you guys away from where you were sitting. You guys know where you're going from here? Check to see if you can get through that door. Sometimes these doors are locked from the inside. Is it open? No? Okay, let me open it for you. Hold on. It's 303. So if you can go straight down this hallway, it's not by that trash can right over there. Just possibly. Yeah, possibly. You're welcome. I apologize. You're welcome. All right. So let's all stop and take a breath. I'm going to end this recording.